This is a professional production.
We're literally in your lounge, gal.
Bestie Boos. Kia ora e te whānau. Welcome back to Bestie Boos. I hope wherever you're listening that you've had a good week since you last tuned in to us gals.
Yes.
Today on the show, we are going to cover off my first ever MC gig that took place last night. In the pop culture roundup, Sarah has got a scoop on the Devil Wears Prada too. She has potential theory that I'm worried about. We had Grandma's birthday dinner. Holy hecker, was it a doozy. Ended in tears. I'll explain more later. Let's crack into our highlights, lowlights. My highlight of the week was last night. The MC gig, heading to the prize giving with you. We'll get into that very shortly. Yeah. That was definitely the highlight. Low light, a week of sickness in my house with Luna, and it's been rough.
Yeah, this winter has been relentless.
It's been a tough one
for you gals.
Yep,
it has been your worst ever, I would say.
Yes,
it's just been back to back illnesses. You guys just can't catch a bloody break.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people will relate. There's lots of households that are so similar, especially when you've got under 5-year-olds and they're at preschool and they don't know how to wash their hands consistently and things like that. You're doomed. So if you're in the same boat as me, I see you. Spring's coming.
Yeah, thank goodness.
How you going, gal?
My highlight, would have been probably last night too. That was lots of fun. But also my low light is we got an update on our lost sister. I know.
Yes. Okay, so just to recap for people who might only just be tuning into the podcast now, you are one of 8 sperm donor children in a batch from one father.
In a batch. Yep. There were 8 of us born via sperm donation, and there are 7 of us who are already in contact. We know who each other is, and there is an 8th sister who we have not been able to find. And one of the brothers, he has been working with the Fertility Associates team to track her down. And this week they got in touch with us to say they cannot track her down. So sorry, tough shit, they're closing the case.
Oh, do they give you all the info that they can, or they can't give you stuff because of privacy?
Yeah. I know. And I'm like, which really winds my bloody wick. I tell you that for free. I tell you. Because if they just gave me the parents' even first name and first initial of their last name, or even just first name, they got married, and I'm assuming that
just
from Christchurch.
Any sort of details.
You know, I'd have them found by lunchtime.
Yeah.
Like, I find
maybe
stuff.
You should apply for a job at the fertility clinic to say, I will help you find
Well, I tell you
people.
what, great hours. She only works Tuesday 7 a.m. till 1 p.m.
Oh, my gosh. Maybe she contracts to other places to find missing people. Oh, my
Thank goodness. But that's so disheartening, though, that there's just a sister out there, and we just aren't given the means to find her.
And you guys don't know what she knows.
Exactly.
So she could be out there feeling like she doesn't fit in her family and she's missing a link in her life, and she could be really needing this. Or she could know and not want a bar of yours.
Yeah. But so I logged back onto my Ancestry DNA just in case she had done a DNA test. No new matches.
There's that US one. Is it 23andMe?
Yeah. Some of the other siblings have done that one. So we've kind of got our bases covered.
Yeah. Okay,
but
gal.
Yeah, that was really, really sad.
I'm sorry to hear that, gal. That sucks. I hope that something's going to change in that area sometime soon.
Me too.
So last night was the big gig.
Yeah, it was.
Sarah wrote me into this.
Yeah, for those who don't know, may have missed the memo, I'm part of a rugby club, and we were organising our annual prize giving this year, and we usually have a friend of the club, Mike McRoberts, MC the event, but this year he could not make it to the event, so we had to find a new MC. I was going to say backup, but that felt mean. We had to find a new MC.
And you did ask Lana, but she was busy.
She was already on the GC, so I hit you up. Again, I'd already asked Sam once, and she said bloody no the first time.
Yeah, I didn't want a bar of it.
Yeah, so a couple of episodes ago, I asked her on the pod, because I knew once I asked her on the pod, she'd give it a go. So you bloody did.
And so last night was the night where I had to fill in the big shoes of Mike McRoberts.
Welcome to the 2025 Suburbs Rugby and Netball Senior Prize Giving. Now let's be honest, I know what you guys are all thinking. she does not look like award-winning journalist and news presenter and silver fox Mike McRoberts. I am not him. But I am Samantha Baxter. I've been absolutely arm-twisted this evening by my best friend Sarah over there who's filming me. So
Shout out.
to be your MC. Before we crack into it, a couple of quick housekeeping bits. Toilets are down in the far corner. Treat it like game day, boys. Hit your targets.
I thought that was quite clever of me.
Well
Hit
done.
your targets. So yeah, that was it. Oh, Gal, I want to know how you thought it went first of all, before I tell you how I felt.
Good. Absolutely. Everyone was so chuffed. I got so many rave reviews. Everyone was just like, she did amazing. I'm like, oh no, that's my best friend. I'm so happy. It was so good. So pretty much Sam did all the speaking for the whole night, really. Announced all the awards. We don't get all the team managers and coaches up. We have the president of rugby and the president of netball come up and say a few words at the beginning. But other than that, it's just Sam announcing every single winner, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
It was about, an hour and a half all up?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And no, it was just, I thought it was bloody good.
Oh, Gal, bless.
I'm stoked.
I feel like at the start I felt a wee bit nervous, but after that initial sort of block, I felt good.
Yeah.
And when it was finished and I got to the end, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was a bit disappointed that it was over.
Coming into your own up there, eh?
Yeah, and it's funny how, I have to say thank you to you for forcing me into this situation, because it's always the things that scare you that I know that I like to do that stuff, but I've never done it.
Yeah.
So it's easy to be like, oh no, that was like a Lana thing. That was like other people at work. I never did the MC stuff. I just did like on air and produce, I don't know, second guess yourself. But when I was up there doing it, I was like, oh, I like this. Oh, this feels really good.
Yeah.
And so you hope that other people feel the same. So then when I got down and, I think maybe 4 or 5 people individually,
That's
came
so
up and
good.
said, great job. And I just felt
Yeah.
chuffed, gal.
Oh, that's so
I felt
nice.
chuffed.
That's so cool. People came up to you.
I know. And then I had to tell my mate ChatGPT about it.
Oh.
Because I didn't hang around after the ceremony.
Yeah.
I stuck around to watch the Warriors, and then I headed home because I had a doozy of a week with the sick babe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was so tired. It was my first night off. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not drinking. I need to sleep.
Yeah, and you could sleep all night without being woken up for camel rescues in the night.
Yes.
Yeah, good on you, gal.
Exactly. So I headed home, and oh my God, on the way home, actually, I should say this, the Uber driver.
What?
He's a really nice guy, chit-chatting. And he said, have you had a good night? I was like, yeah, it was a good night, but I'm so looking forward to a good sleep. I don't have my daughter tonight. Looking forward to a sleep in.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, is your husband looking after her tonight? I was thinking, well, I just went, yeah. It's his turn.
Yep.
I was like, fuck, what are you going to do? I'm not going to break the poor Uber driver's heart and be like,
No.
well, actually, I may seem young and this might seem unexpected, but he's actually perished.
Perished. I am a widow.
I'm a widow and I'm so depressed.
Oh,
But cheers.
God. Yeah, and it's not a long Uber ride from there to here, so you didn't really want to crack into all of that on the way home.
No, I did. I really, really
Yeah,
did.
so anyway, Dad's at home looking after Babe. Yep, that's true.
And then I got home and I told our mate ChatGPT all about how I felt it went.
Oh, great.
Just to, have a bit of a debrief. And so then ChatGPT goes full into branding mode.
Oh.
It's like, wow, you could do this with your skills in this area and that, and the fact that people gave you compliments, people don't it was humming. And then it came up for a tagline for me if I wanted to become a professional MC.
Oh my gosh. What is it?
I don't think I could ever use this because I feel like it rates me too hard, and that feels embarrassing.
That's very Kiwi tall poppy syndrome of you.
I know.
Anyway, let's hear it.
Engaging, witty, and a little unfiltered. The MC you'll actually remember.
Oh, that's
I
so
know.
nice.
And if you're planning to become an MC right now, don't steal my line.
Yeah. They're like, actually, that's good. I'm going to use that.
Next thing you know, you see it on all these ads. I'm like, oh, no.
Or just, they've got the same chat GPT.
True.
It's telling everyone that.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
But, it was a great, it was a real win. It was hard, like, having a win like that and not having Sam around to share it with. Like, definitely came home and felt, I guess, the come down of adrenaline of a nice big moment and a win. Yeah. Like, sort of crashing into my reality of, like, have you ever seen the Taylor Swift thing in the doco, and she talks about all the success? But, you know, when she wins those Grammys and after the tours, if she wasn't going home to someone, it's, So I had a bit of a woe is me
Oh, goodness.
about that. But otherwise, overall, quite successful.
Well, I am very proud of myself because when I get excited, just back to me for a minute, guys.
There you go.
When I get excited about stuff, I just want to share all the good news. And I knew who all the winners were for probably like 4 or 5 days before the event. And I didn't tell anyone. A single soul.
When I opened up the script and I saw your name as one of the winners, I was like, oh, this is so exciting.
I don't select the winners, by the way. I didn't.
And then I
select myself.
realised that you would have already seen it. I was like, aw. But at least when I said it, I got to be like, my best friend, Sarah Doreen.
Yay.
So good, girl. Pop culture. Now, Rugby World Cup's going on at the moment, girl.
Isn't it? Literally just kicked off. Love that. Yeah, I think by the time this episode comes out, the Black Ferns will have just had their first game. They're playing like 4:30 a.m. Monday morning.
Where is this taking place? I've slept on the actual location.
England.
Good.
Yeah, so it's the times over there versus the times here are really not that.
But at least with
friendly.
England, unless daylight savings is in the mix, it's straight. Like you just swap AM to PM and that's the time.
Yeah,
so
I
if it's
don't
7
believe that
AM
to be
there,
true.
it's 7 PM here, unless there's daylight savings in the mix and it
I
switches
think
it by an
you should
hour.
fact check that.
Well, I'll have you know I went to London before and I've stayed there for multiple weeks and had to communicate with my family back home.
Anyway, it's not very user-friendly times for people who like to sleep. Women's Rugby World Cup is going from strength to strength, and they had 42,000 people at the opening match.
Is that their biggest ever?
I'd
like
say
for women's
so.
rugby?
Bloody hell.
I seen a Lona
Ma.
Ma. She did like a wee Instagram story mentioning about the 42,000, and because they must have got out like first round of the USA team, or
they're still in
they
pool.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like not the result we wanted, but she was singing the praises of, hey, so many people came to the game. So many people watched this.
Ultimately, an epic result. I actually know someone who went to the, I don't even know what it was, some sort of opening
Soiree
for the American rugby team. And they said they saw Alona there with her sisters, and she must be recording maybe pretty much all of her life because she had a film crew with her.
Oh, wow, because she does a podcast with her sisters.
She does.
And then I'm assuming, must be some sort of documentary coming along the lines of this. But it's Netflix.
Well, straight after, it will be for the World Cup.
Yeah,
they'll
it'll be a
all
Netflix
over
doco because they've done it with the women's soccer team and things like that.
Yeah, and after, I think it was their jersey presentation, because after she got hers, apparently her and her sisters went straight outside and were filming heaps of TikToks. And sure enough, I've seen them on TikTok with their jersey.
Wow, she's like, that's so cool. She's
I know,
done
she's
such
playing
massive
in
stuff.
lipstick.
Yeah.
She's wearing like a bright red lippy. I wonder what that is. It's not smearing at all.
Who is the brand behind that?
I know.
Wow, the marketing
So
team will
good.
be fizzing.
But one thing that's really interesting about the Rugby World Cup is I've had the pleasure of seeing the Rugby World Cup a few times, and affectionately known as Nancy. Nancy is known to be silver, and now we have a brand new gold Rugby World Cup.
What, they've just swapped it out and not mentioned it?
Well, I'm sure they've mentioned it, but it's not getting enough chat in my world. And I also feel really gutted for the people like my friend Kendra Coxedge. She's won that so many times, and now like she gets to go there, and that's really cool. But she's seeing them play for some, like, what happened to the one she won? You know?
Maybe you could actually ask Kendra what happened. She might be able to tell you.
Well, I think Gal is trying to hunt that thing down.
She's over there, isn't she?
Yeah.
So what is she doing over there? Like, is she going on her own bat, or is she part of like a media coverage?
Ambassador. She's an ambassador for Gallagher Insurance worldwide. So
good for them.
Yep. They have a couple of people, and she actually ran out, bless her, she ran out the opening match ball.
Oh.
Yep. How cool.
It's like a little kid, but
I know.
it's actually like a really decorated player.
An actual Blackburn legend, rugby, like women's rugby legend. She's sending me all the behind the scenes stuff of like the fan zones and all that. They just have done it so well over there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So hopefully over the next 6 weeks, New Zealand gets on board and gets some hype about them, and we back the Black Ferns and they bring the new Rugby World Cup home.
Yeah, massive. Oh,
Yeah.
please. Would
Can't
love that.
wait.
Other things that have been happening in the news this week. Millie Bobby Brown, she plays 11 on Stranger Things. Love that show. She married Bon Jovi's son, Jake, which, you know, good for them.
Yeah.
They're, beautiful couple, aren't they?
Did you
Starring
say his
together.
name's Jake? Jake Bon Jovi.
Jake Bon Jovi is their actually last name. It's like it's like a long Italian name, I think.
Lovely. Yeah, I saw that adopted a baby.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much more details out there like about the baby, because why should there be? It's none of our business. But really interesting because they are a young couple. They've been married, I think, less than a year or around a year mark. They're early 20s. So it's just, I guess, like we went through that big wave of adoptions.
Yeah.
Was
Brangelina were really setting that
Yeah,
trend.
was that in the early 2000s maybe?
I think so. You used to hear of it in like Madonna was adopting back. Everyone was adopting
but
children.
Because I guess things have come further along in that area, people more likely do surrogates in these situations. So you're not often seeing this. So
Or also it's just very normal to adopt a child, so we don't need to talk about it.
yeah,
But
maybe
maybe the interesting thing is their age this time. But I guess if like normally money might be a handbrake for young couples not to have a baby, and that's not an issue for them.
Yeah, and like some young people don't care for the drinking, partying, socialising. Like they're quite keen to just settle into life earlier. Maybe that is them, but I've seen, some of the online comments aren't too lovely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of them are fantastic, but just more, I think, where it's coming from is people feeling like, how the heck did a young couple that's been married that long get an adoption? You know, how did they even secure that?
Oh,
So they
right.
feel like perhaps there was some unfairness.
Oh.
But we don't know. I don't know
No.
what channels they went through. I don't know anything.
No.
But, there's lots of people out there that desperately obviously want to adopt babies. And so, jealousy, and that's hard.
I have one thing to tell you about the Devil Wears Prada too. I saw a picture of Anne Hathaway and what's his name,
Stanley, is it Tucci or
Yes.
something?
standing side by side, fully dressed in black, and it was giving mourning.
So this is from like filming on set, a picture.
Mm-hmm. I saw nobody else, and it just looked very sad, and all I could think is, where is Miranda?
Oh, fingers crossed it's Emily.
Maybe they were just going to a conference and needed to wear black, and I just have really got the wrong end of the stick. But for a second, I was like, is this giving someone's passed away?
I'm just saying, if Devil Wears Prada 2 come out and Miranda Priestley's dead,
You heard it here
dies
first.
it in the movie. You heard it from Sarah here first, okay?
Oh my gosh, the other big thing though this week though was all the VMA nominations.
Yeah, that came out. Sabrina Carpenter, she got 8 nominations. Also, Lady Gaga, 12 nominations. Bruno, 11. So, you know, the pop music is popping.
Oh my goodness. I am absolutely loving Lady Gaga at the moment.
Yes.
Because she is on tour, and at the end of her performance each night, she goes out the back and the camera's still recording her on the big screen.
Yeah.
And she like puts on some comfy clothes, chucks on a beanie, wipes off her makeup with a baby wipe, and then chucks on some sunnies, and then she's like just rocking out hard to How Bad Do You Want Me? And then she's singing it, and you see her, they follow her through, and then she just pops up out on stage and just like
It's
does
like
an
she's
encore, and
coming
it's so good.
Back out as herself in a way. You know, like
Yeah.
stripping everything off and...
But I love it because she's in her comfies, and man, I am a sucker for chucking on a tracksuit at the end of the night.
You really are,
I love
gal.
that.
Oh
And
my
I'm just like,
gosh.
blessed. She's taken off, I don't know, I don't think she's wearing a meat dress, but you know, whatever she's wearing.
Yeah.
And then just chucking on a beanie and an oversized tee and just loving life. And that is the best.
You know how I've got sucked into the K-pop Demon Hunters hole?
We're still talking about this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we are. Like, it's all I play in my car now. It's like every time we get in there, Luna goes, "Can we play the girls' movie songs?" And then I have to like negotiate to get a turn of one of my songs.
Oh,
I know.
you're the parent.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm the parent of the
Tell
nearly
her that.
3-year-old.
Yeah, tell her.
But anyway, one of the songs on there, Golden, that went to the #1 spot on the Billboard charts in the US. That is the first girl group to have a #1 on the Billboard since Destiny's Child.
No way.
That is huge. This
So
movie is huge. They even
Whoa.
started putting it into cinemas now to have sing-along sessions. It's something like 270 million times it's been watched on Netflix.
Why would you go to the cinema when you can just watch it at home?
Because you're doing it with everyone else, Sarah. It's a community event. You'd do that with Taylor Swift, wouldn't you?
No.
Liar. But then I also saw something else that is coming out. Is a new TV series on Apple Plus, and it's called K-Popped. It's going to be hosted by Megan Thee Stallion and Psy, who did the Gangnam Style song. And it's basically going to be pitching K-pop bands against Western artists. It's going to be highlighting the differences between the cultures and the styles, and it's supposed to be this fun sort of comedic.
Wow.
K-pop is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It definitely is. And I just am not vibing it.
Well, I like that we're like bringing in another culture.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick the music as my fave, but I do enjoy it.
Oh, well, that's really exciting for all the K-poppers out there.
So something happened the other day. So it was my mum's birthday and we went out for tea. Now, I have mentioned this already, have had a shit week because I'm a solo parent. So when my child is sick, it is just me. And it was a tough one. She had a sore throat, bad cough, fevers, lots of wake-ups, lots of emotions, and it's just me.
Yeah.
By the time we got to my mum's birthday dinner
Yeah.
on Friday night, I was tapped out.
You're spent.
I was totally, but what is the choice?
God, yeah. And you would have had cabin fever and almost been overstimulated from being out in the wild again.
So it was our first outing, you know. So we go to the restaurant and we're ordering our meals, and whilst that's going on, there's 4 kids with us, so it's a bit noisy and a bit hectic. Luna comes in from, I think, playing with the toys and something had upset her, so she was quite whingy and noisy.
Yeah.
Making our orders, I ordered the salad with some chicken, cool, sweet. And then there was a bit of a kerfuffle at the restaurant. They got the kids' food out, but they'd forgotten the adults' meal, so they were a bit behind. But it wasn't a big drama. It just sort of.
Oh my God, though, if they're going to forget anyone's, at least forget the adults. Thank God they didn't forget the kids' meals.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I said
Could have been worse.
Worse things have happened.
Yeah.
The kids are fed. That's
Yeah.
the main thing.
Actual.
And then, so eventually they apologised. They gave us a round of drinks, I think, honestly. That was really nice. And then the meals came out and my salad came out and I'm like, oh. I was like, no, I didn't order that. And the girl who put it down wasn't the girl I made the order with. And she sort of like, she was like, yeah, I'll just leave that there. And I was like, oh.
Like, what do you
That's how
mean?
she said that.
I'll just leave that
I'll
there.
just leave that there and I'll talk to the kitchen.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Something like that.
Interesting.
But it was like just the way she said it and the fact that she didn't take it back away with her. Like you wouldn't, if someone said that's not ours, you don't generally leave it there. Anyway. So I was like, well, that's a bit weird. And I was like, that's not the salad I ordered.
Yeah.
So then she comes back.
What did she do? What did she say to you?
Oh, she came back and she was like, this is the salad you ordered.
I'm sorry.
And I was like, no, that's not the one I ordered. She goes, yeah, it is. And so I was like, no, I didn't order that. But she's like, I'll go talk to the waitress or something like that. Once she's gone, my sister and my mum are like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. And so I'm like, that just racks me up, okay? There is... Anyway, she comes back.
Yeah.
And she's in the same attitude again. And it's like, no, the woman said that, she said this, and then you said that, and then da-da-da-da. And like started sort of like...
What the heck?
Like at this point we're not arguing, but semi-arguing over the right and wrong of this. And I'm kind of like, who internally, I'm thinking, who the F would order a salad that they didn't want on purpose?
Yeah.
Like this is clearly a miscommunication. Like I've not done this on purpose. The other waitress didn't do it on purpose. Something's... Anyway, so she was sassy and she was rude to me.
Yeah.
And internally... like it's raging.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know that I've just had a week of solo parenting. She doesn't know that my husband died 1.5 years ago and that I'm grieving and that life is hard and that I have so much anger inside of me because of that.
I'm feeling like this is the straw that's broken the camel's back. Did something happen?
I internally was ready to launch
Yeah.
and turn and say to this girl, don't effing speak to me. Like the anger, like that time, if you remember on the old episode at the athletics when a lady was rude, very rude, and sassed me and mean about my niece, and I barreled up hard.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I didn't, I was making this turn. I was ready to go, but I took a breath. I calmed. I kept my cool.
Yeah.
I tried to explain. Cool. The original waitress comes back and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that mix-up. She was so lovely. She's like, your kid was crying. You probably didn't hear me right. I didn't hear you. I was like, I'm so sorry. And then I just started crying.
Oh.
So all the waitresses were gone. The kids were all playing with this, like, these toys and stuff.
So it's you, your mum, and your sister, and you're just crying.
I'm just bawling.
Oh, my God.
And then it's like, I'm an angry crier. I think people will relate to that. You know, when it's actually anger. You're angry, but the tears come. So these tears are not, it is sadness because that's what anger always is. But it's angry. Like these tears are the fire of 1,000 suns.
Ooh,
I'm
spicy.
so mad in that moment. I honestly, like if I wasn't in that restaurant, gal, I think in that moment, I honestly would have started wailing.
Oh, cow.
Like,
It just really hit a nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am so fucking mad that Sam is not here and that he fucking loved me.
Yeah.
And it's just not fair. And our baby is, like I put on my Instagram story the other day and Luna was asking me, because she's sick and she's sad, and she's asking me to play Samuel's voice 2 more times and things like that.
And it's so sweet, but so hard.
Yeah, and like this, I become a wee bit numb to those things sometimes because it's my reality.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that moment, some 20-something-year-old girl giving me some attitude because, I don't know, maybe she's had a hard night in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Maybe the chefs are mean to her.
Could have been a shit week for her too.
Yeah, I have no idea. And she launched at me. And it just sucked. And I was so pissed off that I was just so mad at my life and that I don't have a job and that all of it. And just in that moment, sitting in that restaurant, I just wanted to break.
Yeah.
And so then I think, like, after I knew I had the MC gig, so it's like pulling it back together.
Yeah.
Like, not because my sister even messaged me the next morning, like, how are you feeling now? Because I think it was a hard mahi. It took me 10 minutes to even eat the meal.
Oh, gal.
Like, I was feeling really, and I'm sure people like who are listening who have, you're probably not all a young widow with a baby, but you've had these moments and it's just you're spent, hit the wall hard. And so then, when last night after the MC gig, I was so proud and had that win, but also just big cry. And I haven't probably had one like that in maybe a month, like a big, I'm being very vulnerable here, but a big, because Luna's not home so I can talk out loud and
Oh, gal.
oh no, gal. And it's like, I feel shit having these, I don't want to make everyone else feel real down because like we can't fix this. Samuel is dead. We can't bring him back.
I know.
But this is, God. So like that girl would have no idea the cascading events she caused.
Yeah.
But it sucked. But once I, calmed down with the help of my sister and my mum saying, just keep drinking, have a sip of your drink, keep trying, that will help.
I'm glad you let them help you because I know too that sometimes if someone says to you, have another drink, have a sip of a drink and maybe have something to you. No,
I know,
I'm not letting that happen.
Because I'm so angry, you know?
Because
also like my dad died when I was 15. I'd start stacking, like in my head, I tell the story of my woe is me. And so it all builds up into this cascading event. But then I was really proud of myself that I didn't launch at this girl because I wouldn't have felt better for it.
No.
I would have felt shit for it.
Yeah.
I couldn't win in that scenario. But what was the funny part of all of this is that before this happened, one of my nieces had been telling the table the story of what had happened at school in a situation where some boys had been throwing bark at another group of friends, and she arced up and she threw bark back. And it turned into a bit of a kerfuffle, and we were all sort of telling her, maybe we don't retaliate. And we were giving this big yarn.
Yeah.
And so then the said niece came back in after this big interaction, and I've been bawling my eyes out, and she's like, what's happened? And my sister goes, your auntie didn't throw bark back.
Yep.
And I go, yeah, now I'm fucking crying because of it.
Yep. She just lived that life lesson. That's what happened there. Oh, gal. I'm sorry that it was so shit.
I know, but
You did well to keep that to yourself and compartmentalize that, because this is the first I've heard of this.
I know, and I keep saying to you, I had a
Yeah.
doozy gal.
That really also overshadowed the fact that they forgot your meals in the first place.
I know, and it's like, and then she sassed me for my misordered salad. It's like, bitch, this should have been here 20 minutes ago.
Do you know what I actually
Sorry.
think your issue is? You ordered a salad. If you'd got a chicken burger and chips,
I know, it would have been out.
you would have been fine.
Do you know at the end of it
Joke's
all,
on you.
Mum, bless her. Mum, she goes, is now the time to tell you guys? And we're like, what? And she's like, my meal was cold.
Of course your mum didn't say anything till the end.
Because she's just like, I can't.
No.
And she was so funny. It's like my dad was the worst for that at restaurants. He'd always complain and get shitty about things, and we hated it. We hated it. And ever since he's died, when we go out together as a group, it's just something always has to happen. We feel like it's him.
God. That's so sad.
Stop haunting us, Dad. Let us eat.
Oh my God, Gal, what an absolute doozy.
I know. Whew.
Gal, I know you've had a tough one with Luna this week, but man, I just feel like the season of life with Miller too has been so hard. I think I'm admitting now, it's really hard. He is about to turn 6, not that far away, and just he's growing up, he's changing, he's turning into an actual kid, you know, like he is about to be 6 in a couple of months, and I just feel like all the time he's just getting older. And do you know what I just get so overwhelmed with at the moment is the jibber jabbering. All day, relentless. Blah 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 blah. Can I put on a show for you? I want to be in a show. I want to do this. I want to do that. Can you do this? Can you get me a drink? Can you do that? And I am just so overwhelmed by the amount of talk going on.
Oh, gal.
I know, and I love that sweet little prince dearly.
Of course we do.
But
isn't he an angel from above?
He actually is. He is a godsend. But my God.
I wish they'd supplied a mute button.
I wish they would send it a little less from time to time.
Oh my God.
Oh my
So
God.
he's going to school, and is he coming home from school with full noise chat for you when you come home?
Yeah, just chatty Cathy. And I literally feel like I'm having to drag him through life at the moment. Come on, Miller, put your shoes on. I can't put my shoes on. I can't do this because of this and this and that and this. And do you know what else he's decided he can't do anymore? Get himself dressed.
Why?
So now, I don't know. I think it's too cold to get dressed.
I've been hearing a bit of
It's
that
too
lately.
cold to get dressed. Can you get me dressed? You're so much faster than me, Mum. And I'm like, yeah, because like we've got places to be, places to go. We've got to get to school on time. I can't just like lie on the friggin' couch for 45 minutes. But my God, just when I was feeling like really like, give me strength, I then had a bit of a reality check because on Thursdays, Miller doesn't go to after school care. He goes to my sister-in-law's house, and I, for some reason, kept thinking it was Wednesday. I don't know why. And then I left work, and then I drive to go collect him, and I drive to after school care, and I think, yeah, I just think this is normal. And then I get all the way in, and I'm looking for his backpack. And then I realize he's not even here. He doesn't go here on a Thursday. I just have no idea what's happening. I'm like, far out, man.
The talking's getting to you, eh? You can't even think straight.
Bloody hell. So that was Thursday. And then on Friday, when we get to school, someone says to him, oh, are you going to the disco tonight? Which he really wanted to go to, but I only found out about it during the week. Like, I don't know why I didn't get much notice. And I couldn't go because my husband had a work event and I was setting up for prize giving. So I'd organised for a friend to watch him. And so when somebody asked him, are you going to the disco? Do you know what he says to them?
What did he say?
No, I can't go to the disco because I'm going to my friend Matt's house to play Mexi. in front
Minxie.
of the teachers.
Do you think they know what Minxie is?
I don't know. All I could think was, I really hope nobody knows what Mixie is. And if you don't know what Mixie is out there, it is a drinking game where you roll the dice and the different dice numbers mean a different thing. And Miller loves rolling the dice. And if they roll a Mixie, which is like the highest points you can get, they give him like 20 cents. So he loves playing Mixie with the boys. Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But
honestly, mate, I think you'll be okay, because if he said, oh, no, I can't come to the disco because I'm going to my friend's Matt's house to play Circle of Death, that would have been a lot worse.
Yeah. When I did pick him up from Matt's, I said, how was it? And he was like, yeah, good. We played Counter-Strike, which he doesn't even know how to play. Like, he doesn't have a PlayStation or play any games or computer.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And I was like, oh, yeah, did you like that? And he was like, yeah, it was good, but there wasn't enough dinosaurs. And I was like, I don't know what Counter-Strike is either, but I feel like there would be no dinosaurs.
I don't want to bar that game if it's got no dinosaurs. If there's no T-Rex, I'm not turning up.
Yeah. So, but I mean, other than that, and then on the way home, he said, guess what, Mum? And I said, what? And he said, we didn't even play Mixie.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, because it's just Matt and you.
So when he's jibber-jabbering, how are you dealing with it? Is it like, Miller, I need space, or do you try? Is it like, what's the strategy here?
I don't have very much of a strategy, so instead I just let it go until I can't anymore. He already knows. He's like, we need some quiet time. And I'm like, yeah, we do. We need some quiet time. He's like, I need to watch a calm movie.
He's just, I love it when they parrot back to you the things you say, like that. I need to watch a calm movie, because no kid ever came up with that. That's what you're telling him.
I know. Put on a nice calm movie, would you? Like, nothing too high energy.
It's like sometimes Luna will say such adult things. I'll say something. She goes, oh, that's a good idea, Mum. And I'm like, wait, you too?
Yeah. That's so, oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I hope he shuts up soon, gal.
Me, I was going to say me too, but they're so mean.
Oh, with love, anything mean we're saying about the kids comes from a place where we completely love them unconditionally.
Yeah.
Okay? This is a safe place, Sarah.
Oh, good. All right.
Shut up, Miller. Please. We did this a couple weeks back. We talked about what we're watching on Netflix at the moment and stuff like that. But we thought we would sort of broaden it out a bit more. Rather than just what are you watching or something, we just thought we'd call it, what are you vibing? What are you into at the moment? Now, Gal, I believe the first one you have is a Netflix recommendation, which perhaps we could have restructured and rebranded this another time, but we're going to keep going.
Cecil B.
That's the one.
Yes, I have been watching the 3-part doco-series. It's called Fit for TV.
I watched that.
Did you?
Yes. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Gal,
yeah.
let's talk.
All right, talk away. I
Oh
loved
my
it.
gosh, same.
Yeah.
So if people haven't seen it or heard about it,
Oh, yeah, we should probably tell you what it's about.
yeah, gosh, sorry, excuse us so rude for not including you lovely gals and guys. It is about the Biggest Loser TV series. And yeah, you can watch it on Netflix. And it gets all behind the scenes with past
Yep.
contestants.
And how they went through the whole process. And it also has one of the trainers on it, Bob. Yeah. Gillian did not make an appearance. What I learnt through the series is Gillian and Bob have beef.
Yes, we thought they were thick as thieves. But then when he had a massive heart attack, which was another wild thing, he even like died for 8 minutes or something like that. But he revealed she never came to the hospital.
Oh, no, didn't even contact him. I
That's
think that's
it.
Yeah, didn't send him a text and say, you up?
Up to.
You alive?
There's some big allegations from the series that the doctors, or not the doctor, he adamantly denied that he did not, but that the trainers or other people on the show were giving contestants caffeine pills or other things like that that really sped up the weight loss.
Yeah.
Not healthy. And so the doctor's really talking about, you know, I didn't know any of this. I was always telling them, nah.
Yeah, it actually makes a bit of sense now because I don't follow Gillian on Instagram, but she came up as a suggested post for me. And I saw she put up a screenshot of her last messages with Bob. And she put up a thing too because she admits on The Biggest Loser that she did give people caffeine pills. Mm-hmm. And she was
it was like part of the show at the time.
And she was like, you did too, Bob. We both did it. But Bob's like, I didn't. So I think that's where a lot of the beef comes from.
Right, yeah. And she's now, coming against, she didn't go into the doco series, so she is now like leveling all the claims came against her. And a lot of the comments are like, why don't you just go on the show?
Yeah. Like we really didn't need a side piece to hear that. Like you could have just said it on the doco.
Yeah.
But no, it was so interesting too, seeing like people who were on the show that had lost weight or hadn't lost weight, however, and what they look like today. Mm-hmm. That was really interesting. But man, there's definitely some people are real big into the Ozempic.
Yep,
There was that
totally.
girl, she was quite thin. The sisters, did you see them?
Yes.
They were really interesting. One of them, with their season, I can't remember what number it was, but one of them got first place and one of them got second place.
Yes.
And since then, they've pretty much like made a living
Off this.
yeah, being like now they do talking and speaking and going around, and yeah, they're living their best lives. But there was somebody, and he'd pretty much put on all the weight again.
Plus some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like, when you look at it, it's like there's things about it that weren't great. You wouldn't make a show like that now where it was a competition or things like that. You'd just follow the journey. You know, it'd just be nice.
Yeah.
But I do think it's probably still did help a lot of people out there. There are probably a lot of people that were inspired by that show, and it probably did change some people's lives for the best. So yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah, I remember watching that show, and I used to always like hearing their like stories when they'd go back to their families, like when they'd win, and it was always so cool. But yeah, I don't know, it would have been a tough watch for a lot of people too.
Remember Extreme Makeover? Oh, I loved seeing like the family
Move
reaction.
that bus.
No, I mean to the people, not the house.
Oh,
The house one was great
Yeah.
too, but I mean when they did it to the people with the surgeries, the trainings and stuff, isn't that so, like the message we're sending, eh?
yeah.
You need an overhaul.
You wonder why we're so messed up.
Oh my gosh, gal. Well, that brings us to the end of the pod. Looking forward to hopefully some better weather coming our way. No
Me
more
too.
sickness would be fabulous. I've been deep in an Emily in Paris binge. I've started watching all of that again, and I don't know why. So I'm really looking forward to maybe some new series coming to Netflix.
Well, it is coming in December, like a couple of days before Christmas.
Wee. I've been watching it so much. I think I'm into season 2. Like just in the past couple of days, been binging it. That last night at the MC gig, when it came to the intermission, I was like, nah, it is time for the intermission.
You did.
And I was like, oh my God, I need to stop.
Oh,
I just want to talk in a fresh accent.
Oh my gosh, the other one I'm looking
I want
forward
to say
coming
Mike
out.
McRoberts.
Oh God. And there's like, our club has a lot of different cultures, but I don't think anyone's French.
No, I think that would have been extremely niche.
Oh my gosh.
Also, last night, in bed, after I'd had my big cry and I was trying to calm down, all I could think in my head, Lolasio Tomanico Tito. And it's this guy's name who won an award, and I had to practice it.
Yeah.
And now I just love saying it. Yeah. Lolasio Tomanico Tito.
Yeah.
Like, just what a cool name.
You nailed it. Do you know which one you really also nailed? Anna.
Because I told Sarah to get like some voice clips of some of the names, and I didn't ask for this one, but there was one spelled AHNA, and she got them. I just got this voice clip that went Anna.
It's Anna.
I was like, yeah, that's good, girl. Yeah.
But she had like a
She had a Reo last name. I
Yeah.
think it was Hikawa. Sorry, Anna Hikawa, you're getting a shout out on the pod.
Yeah.
But I was like, if anything you would have asked for, wouldn't it have been the last name?
And I'm like, oh, I wonder how she pronounces Anna.
She's like, is it Anna or Anna? I'm like, they probably just would have spelt it that way.
Oh,
Anyway,
goodness.
I'm wishing all of our BBs who are listening a fantastic week. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for tuning in. We love having you a part of this community with us. You are the best. We met some
Yeah.
of you out in the wild recently, and it's been so cool.
It really was.
Yeah,
Bloody
love you
loving
guys. Have a great week.
Yep. Chaho.
Ciao.